make breakfast.
I'm gonna get my toast.
Peanut butter.
Do you know
This is so yummy.
we are in Namibia?
Yes.
Namibia.
So let's make breakfast.
Yes.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Your girl Penny Ambeko, known as Lady P. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, my loves. Another week, another vlog. Consistency, clock it. welcome back to my YouTube channel, my loves. To my new subbies, thank you so much for being part of the fam, and thank you for clicking that button. And to my old subbies, I just want to say thank you so much for the loyalty. Truly and highly appreciate it. I don't want to make this intro long, so let's get into it. Brown sugar. Hey, my God is good, oh. Hey, my God is good, oh. Every day is double, oh. A double, oh. Everything is double, oh. Double, oh. My finance double, oh. Double, oh. Hey, I have to take a plate, and my phone is here. Oh, okay. So the boys go for. Okay. My God is good. Guys, month end, I will have to buy oats because the bread is giving me a tummy. And there's no way I'm going to have that tummy. Not on my watch. That tummy. The hanging tummy, I can never have it in my life. What the hell? My water has boiled. There's no way I'm gonna have that tummy, guys. I'm sorry, it just doesn't look nice. So yeah, I have to check my intake when I'm eating food. That is peanut butter and can't eat a lot of it. But all I'm saying, guys, there's no way I'm gonna have that tummy car. I have to check what I take in, and the major contribution to getting that tummy, it's the food. So there's no way. Even if you don't drink alcohol and you eat equal, especially carbohydrate food like bread, pap, rice in my lingo, you'll get a big tummy, my dear. It's not a joke. So I'm definitely buying oats this month, 2 packs. Cannot be eating bread. I'm not about to get old. Yo, that story of just eating. The thief fell. Oh! My enemies are working overtime.
You must not say like that.
And there's only one tea bag, so we don't have a choice but to reuse it, even though it fell. At least the floor is clean. Breakfast, it's not aesthetic pleasing, but it's very yummy. Yeah, 2 for Kenny, 2 for me. If Kenny is not full, he will eat. Me, I'm just eating 2 slices of pork. We are maintaining the body. You are not sharing with the kids your bread.
And it's that bread. So the one we put out over the stars the one
oh, my phone is so flat, I can't even put on the flashlight. Guys, there's one thing I've learned, when you're in a season of lack, like lack, I mean you don't really have access to things. You are able to be super humble, right? Let me give you context. So when the tea fell, the tea bag also fell, right? And that's the only tea bag we have. So I had to pick it up and we had to use it because that's the only tea bag we have. But if we're in a season of abundance, we'd have obviously throw the tea bag away. So what am I trying to say? It's just that seasons of lack, when things are not easily accessible, it just teaches you so much humbleness, humility. But season of abundance, there's just so much pride. Because why are you throwing away the tea bag if it fell and the floor is even clean? You get it? So I'm just like, God, when I step into a season of abundance where I have so much options and access to things, access to things, may I please still remain humble. You get it, I hope if you get it, please comment down below, like, God, even when I step into a season of abundance, may I still be humble, and not just because things are now accessible, I just get to do whatever I want. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but yeah, man, I was just like, Anyways, adios, my loves. Let's go watch vlogs. I told you guys that I'm gonna watch a vlog, but instead I ended up watching a podcast about, let's talk, or we need to talk. I'll put it either this side or this side. And they was talking about idols, but I don't necessarily want to talk about idols. I want to talk about a very interesting part that Pastor Travis was talking about, and he said, when God gives you an instruction, you don't have time to say not yet or no, because every time you say no or not yet to God, you're empowering the devil. So what he's trying to say is that it's not that you don't have enough time to go ahead with what God has instructed you to do, because in that period when God instructs you to do something, there's grace. You understand, So, there are people that didn't wake up today. You understand? And just because you are alive today doesn't mean you are special. It just means that you still have a chance. And you can't gamble with your life. Especially, I keep saying this, especially when God gives you another chance. When God gives you another chance, don't waste it. Don't gamble your life. Don't waste it. Because life is so precious. You understand? They are like, guys, it's not a joke. You understand? And there are people that have messed up their lives. They have made really horrible choices. And they just didn't have another opportunity to rectify their mistakes. Can you see how life is? They just didn't have an opportunity to rectify their mistakes. So what he was talking about instruction is that when God gives an instruction, you understand, like, walk away from this situation, cut off this person, let go of this. Yes, it's gonna come with a whole lot of pain, I'm not gonna lie, but it's worth it. Again, every time you say no to the enemy, you empower God. And only then God is able to work in your life. You understand? So these things of compromising, entertaining, tolerating, God is just going to be like this. Because we are given free will as human beings. You understand? So my only encouragement is, if you have an opportunity, God gave you another chance, don't waste it. If God gives you another chance, don't waste it. Because this life is fragile. It's like this. Fragile. When you burn a paper and then it burns and then it creates ashes? That's how life is. You can lose it like this. Ne? Today, as I'm speaking, there are people dying out there. Ne? I also had my fair share of making mistakes. Not even mistakes. I had my fair share of being arrogant, prideful. I was just like, not yet, God. Like, at least, like, God, this is too hard. But he was like, stop doing Y and Z. And I was like, but I kept delaying it. And the more I kept delaying what God instructed me, the more I suffered. And the more I haven't seen God's hand in my life. I've suffered. The more I've said no to what God has instructed me, I suffered. I'm speaking from experience. Me, Penny Mbeko, I'm speaking from experience. The more I've disobeyed God of that one thing He instructed me, I've suffered. And I've suffered. And it's so worse, because you know the truth. For people that don't know the truth, okay, that's another different story. But for me, I knew the truth. I knew what I was getting myself. When God says, my sister, walk away from that job. But God, how am I going to survive? There's grace in that period. That's why He's instructing you. When God says, my sister, walk away from that relationship, it's not good for you. Or it's not going to lead into marriage. Or, but God, where am I going to get another man? But there's grace, my sister. There's a thing called grace that will sustain that period when He's saying walk away. When God says walk away from those friends, walk away from these opportunities, walk away from this type of people. But God, my sister, Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, it says what? I know the plans I have for you, to prosper you and not to harm you. So He has a good plan for your life. Why are we not trusting Him, including me? I'm not only asking you, why are we not trusting God? Guys, let's work on that. Honestly, this vlog is just about uplifting and encouraging one another. Why are we not trusting God? Why? If He's the one that created us, why? Let people talk about you. Let people say, Mbelini, this one is not serious about their life. It's fine. Do it now and explain it later. That's what faith is. We walk by sight and not by faith. We walk by sight. We walk by faith and not by sight. It shouldn't make sense to anybody. That's faith. That's faith, basically. Let people say, this one is not focused on their life. Yes, it's okay. God instructed you to leave that job, right? You left it. If someone asks you, now why did you leave the job? No, God instructed me to leave it. Why? I also don't know. One day it will make sense. Life is not complicated, only if we're obedient. The more you're obedient, the more you lean on God, the more life gets easier and better. No, really. Someone even said, you don't have problems. I do. I do have problems, but I've understood the season that I'm in. So yeah, my loves, I don't want to preach. So I hope you guys took one or two things from what I've spoken. And yeah. Kenny is busy playing with sand. And I love it for him. Okay. Oh wow, you are so creative, Kenny.
Feels just right. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease.
So I decided to take that video of Kenny because one day when he's gonna be a teenager trying to hold himself, or one day when he introduces me to his girlfriend, or I rebuke girlfriend part, when he's gonna do courtship with his wife. Yes, manifesting, declaring good things over my son. When he's gonna do that, I'm gonna show his wife that video of him being dusty on his feet. Anyways, I'm busy cooking pap. Let me quickly finish. Well, I'm so pressed. We have come to the end of the vlog. My loves, if you have enjoyed it, please comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, my loves. Adios, señorita. Mwah.